Good evening everybody, today we're back with another trip to Buckethead Land for Buckethead's second ever Pike album, Empty Space. So, let's begin. Woo! Released May 20th, 2011, Pike 2 landed just 5 days after Pike 1 and 5 days before the start of Buckethead's 2011 tour. Like many of the early Pike releases, the album came with its original front and back cover artwork and CD, with drum programming and additional bass provided by co-producer Dan Brewer-Monty. The 10-track album kicks off with the first of many Poultry-inspired titles, Comb and Wattles. From bass slapping to kill switchery to shred licks to guitar popping and more, it's all here. Avant-garde Buckethead isn't for everyone, but for this track it works. Good opener and a good sign of things to come. For track 2, it's Wormers. For the first 30 seconds, it's more of the same from track 1, then from out of nowhere comes what sounds like a glorious anime soundtrack. This is vintage Buckethead with classic tone, crunchy riffs and fantastic composition. A definite album standout and one you revisit many times. Track 3 is the title track Empty Space, with the opening riff reminiscent of the heavy classic Destroyer. After that, it's all pure shred, and whilst the speed and skill is something to be admired, as a track to enjoy, not so much, with the shred soon becoming much of a muchness. Track 4 is the 3-minute Dummy Egg. With a fantastic opening riff, the song immediately locks you in, followed by more excellent riffage, a crazy shred solo 1.5 minutes in, more kill switchery, and some real nasty riffage. It's short, in and out, and another album standout. Track 5 Pullets is one of those songs that leaves you thinking, how in the hell did he come up with this? A crazy composition that shouldn't work one bit, but works every second. From tempo, rhythm and key changes to instrument changes, overlays and random noises. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but this is the genius of Buckethead. Great stuff. Track 6 Purged opens with a cool riff that's utilised throughout the track. There's some excellent bass rhythm throughout, beautiful chord work, and like the previous track, none of this stuff should work, but it does. Experimental, unique, and brilliant. For track 7, Hatch, the avant-garde and brilliance continues with a more hip-hop style vibe throughout. There's 2 short solos that are stunning, and the guitar tone is again mesmerizing. This track has so many great things going on, and they all work fantastically. Track 8 is the 2.5-minute portable pen. Unlike the previous 4 tracks, which were top notch, this one doesn't quite connect or flow as well. There's some nice bass throughout, and while it's by no means bad, it doesn't have as much character and fails to hit the mark. Just like the title track Empty Space, track 9 Leghorn is driven by pure shred, and whilst better than track 2, helped by its backing track, it's not one of the album's standouts, but again, it's certainly not bad, especially if you're a shred head. The album concludes with the just over 1 minute Scrape the Dirt Off. This track might as well be called outro, because that's exactly what it feels like. Some bass slapping to end the album. For this reason, it would be unfair to include it in the rating. Overall, Pike 2 is an enjoyable album showcasing Buckethead's experimental side, and is one of the better Pikes from the earlier releases. Of the 9 songs included in the rating, only 3 don't quite hit the mark, with the rest being pretty excellent, notably the middle section of the album. Experimental albums are always hit and miss, that's why they're experimental, but this one is definitely a hit. Great riffs, fantastic compositions, especially tracks 2, 5, 6 and 7, and a special mention to Dan Brewer-Monty for the drum and effects programming, which are outstanding throughout, and arguably some of the best of the entire Pike series. After adding up the rating I gave for each track, excluding track 10, it came to a respectable 65.5%, which I categorise as good. And you can find my individual song ratings and breakdown on our website, natanet.com. So what's your rating for Pike 2? To work out what percentage you give the album, rate each song out of 5 stars, add up your total, and divide it by the total score possible, which for Pike 2 is 45 without track 10. Then times it by 100.